Hello, hello. Good evening. How are we all? Welcome back to some more Train Sim World 3. I'm just starting off a little bit slow because when the console and PS5 tells me that I'm live, I think it is a little bit of a delay before it actually starts and the first bit of the stream gets cut off. Only about 5-10 seconds, but you then miss me going hello, and it's just me mid-sentence, which isn't great. And anyway, I hope you're well. We're having another go at this scenario, which I managed to fail on twice, a week or so ago, and Wurz Winter, or however you meant to pronounce that. It's on the screen anyway. And the issue I had last time was I kind of didn't know what I was doing with LZB, and I've had a practice. I've done a run with LZB, and I've completed it. So I'm hoping, if memory serves me right, I'm going to do it this time. And anyway, and as always, and like if you're watching live, and do say hello and don't be shy. It's always lovely to hear from you, and I will do my utmost to get to all your messages. And I think we're about to get the chat up there. Just press that button. Right, who said this evening? And Solar Transit Dorset, hello, how are we doing? Still on City Skylines? Yeah, to be honest, and when it comes to City Skylines, I go, oh, I'll just, I'll pop that on for, half hour, do 1 or 2 bits. It's never just half an hour. I'll look up the clock and I go, I've just been there for the past 3 hours. Whoops. It's very easy, or I find it very easy to get, and, sort of distracted and end up playing it for a lot longer than I intended. A lot longer. And now, hopefully, we've now got a nice thumbnail for the... Oh, hang on. Just trying to update the thumbnail so that the actual stream has the nice picture of the icy one in the snow. If YouTube wants to, play ball, which, yeah. I mean, welcome to the channel full of sort of technical issues, and it's all fun and games here. And now, some of you in the Discord earlier may have seen that I posted that I woke up this morning to 250 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. And the stream was going to be a bit of a celebration of that. However, during the course of the day, someone has unfortunately unsubscribed, and I'm now on 249, which is which is fine. And big thank you to everyone who has subscribed. 249 is still amazing, and it's a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed and has been around and for whether it's one stream or however many I've done. I've done quite a few. And so this is, I guess, going to be maybe a pre-celebration, if you like, and of reaching 250 subscribers. We're celebrating 1 subscriber already, but you never know. During the stream, that might hit 250 again. You never know. We'll see what happens. And anyway, I'm now going to back and got things hopefully set up. As always, give me a shout if the audio is not very good, if I'm too loud, or when we get going, game's too loud. And I'm good, thanks, Trains to Dorset. Looking forward to this one, if I can complete it this time. That's it. Yeah, I've had my share of power going out, thanks to a thunderstorm taking out one of the pylons. I have to keep an eye on that one. Right, let's get going. That's the scenario. Poor weather has slowed down the lines, causing adverse signalling and traffic. Yeah. Okay. Should be good fun. Love that screenshot. Just, it's not mine, but I think that's great with the lightning there. Right, here we go. He says. Oh, of course, I'm not even sitting down. I cannot drive. I think you'll find I can. There we go. Just a little bit too early. Now, and oh, the train's all set up, doors are open. Okay, cool, right, fine. First was good. Right. Headlights normal. Is that? Yeah, that seems sensible. That's on. That's unlocked. Alright, so the train's set up nicely for me. Now, Alice said, hang on, let's get my wipers on, hang on, before we start mucking around with the likes of LZB. I thought there was a heat, that's it. No, I want both. No, left wiper on, that's it. And that'll put both on. Yeah, they're obviously not in sync. Hang on, let's fix that, because that'll drop me up the wall. Right, wipers off. Right, then we'll put wipers on. They're still not in sync. I'll just go one. Okay, fine. Right, anyway, let's get the train set up with LZB and bits. So we want C for on, and I will be basically just going to be a big mean C machine for irreversible. We want LZB on. Sure, these lovely buttons. I like buttons. AFB we want on, and we want AFB Phi Sol on. No idea what that actually means, but it's going on. Now, what's going on with game sound? Have I not got any? Oh, that's better. There we go. Should have had the voice going. AFB. AFB. I'm like, yeah, I know. Right. That's all my buttons pressed. So, I'm going to set the AFB lever to there. We'll release the brakes, because that helps. And I'm going to go for about 50% power, just to get us moving. And then I'll whack it into full power and let the train do the rest. That's my plan. We'll see how well that works. Yeah. Been that way before. Obviously I could open the window, but given the weather, I don't think I want that open. I want some train heat. I think it's oh no, I don't want aircon, unless that's what you put on for heat. Oh well. We'll just hope I'm wrapped up warm. Yeah, what that voice said. I'd love to know what it's actually saying. Your connection's not good, sir. Oh dear, hopefully I hope it sorts itself out. Oh, hello, we've got some freight over here. I missed that coming in. Oh, well, we'll acknowledge the freight anyway, albeit a little bit late. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll whack it up to full power. The train will deal with the wheel slip. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hold off, just so that we don't go too quickly. Actually, we're going to be approaching the 100 limit. It's 100 and something, and then it goes down to 100. I think that beat was to tell me about LZB, I think. Like I say, this is still kind of trial and error. But I know what I did wrong last time, and if you didn't watch it, what I did wrong last time is, am I on 832? I don't know. Anyway, what I did wrong last time is when we got to the other end, I didn't acknowledge that I was going to take control of the train. I didn't realise I had to do that, and so it slammed on the anchors, and then for some reason I was unable to get the train going again. Right, I'm going to whack that up to 280, which is as far as it goes, and then it's just a case of sit back, enjoy it, and just keep pressing C for every time that it wants me to, and we'll see how we get on. That's kind of going to be the plan. And I have to say, I can't get over how sort of smart this whole system is. The train is just taking care of business. It will stop at the station. It doesn't stop quite at the right place. It's off by maybe 5 or 6 metres. But I mean, I'm not going to moan at that. I mean, what's 5 or 6 metres between friends, eh? And I think it's just incredible how it just takes care of it all. It is looking ahead of the track and it's going, all right, okay, I'll slow you down a bit, or I can speed you up again, and it just manages it. Uphill, downhill, it will apply power, it will apply brakes. I think it's absolutely marvellous. So yeah, and you know what? I mean, is it boring? No. This is not boring. I'm just going to see if I can adjust the gain from it a little bit. It does feel like it's a bit quiet. But here we go. So hopefully I'm nice and toasty in the cab. I've not managed to find the heating, but hopefully it was switched on for me. If not, my driver is going to be freezing. And we've got 80 kilometres to go. There we go. So I'm just a big mean seether machine for the next 80 kilometres, and then I'll be doing the same again for the remaining, I think, about 86 kilometres. Well, 84 and a half, because I think it's the last kilometre and a half I have to drive the train myself, honestly. So close, and Alcibiades goes, yeah, nah, you take it from here. Oh, we've only got a kilometre and a half to go. Obviously just doesn't like Wurzburg. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, but yeah. It is funny, you know what I'm on about anyway. I'm just wondering, have we got this, oh yes, we're going to a tunnel. Let's put cab light on, it's around here somewhere, isn't it? Cab light. Oh, it's not moving. Just moving the button. I'm just going to see if we've got a window heat button somewhere. Might be behind. Yeah. Let's be honest, don't hit the parking brake, whatever you do. It's not up on there. Lots of battery and stuff. I don't think it's there. Aircon. I don't want aircon really. Oh, I can contact the signaller. Shall I do that? Ring the signaller. Oh yeah. Where's the train heat? That's it. That's the word I was trying to think of. I'm like, what am I looking for again? Yeah, train heat. Got some buttons over here. Got some release button. Oh, shunting control. Oh, I don't want to. Why is the horn all the way over there? Surely it should be closer, like here somewhere. Like that's. I mean, I can understand the sound button being over there. Should switch the two around. You should have, rather than, you know, one of the biggest levers on the dash there, next to all these, and it's for the sound. Well, these cab lights are not very good, are they? Oh, there we go. See some buttons now. Shunting control. Leave that alone. Don't go pressing that. No, okay. I'm gonna. Oh, indicators. My indicators are on. I'm not quite sure why they're on, but okay. Frankly, if the train's gonna have them on, well, I would assume that I need them on. Well, I can't find any heat. Great. I can do a magnetic brake test, but I can't put the heat on. How's that for you, eh? We can do a magnetic brake test, whatever that means, but I can't get some train heat going. Oh well. Oh, look at that. That's a 3.5, isn't it? Ah, no worries, trains to Dorset, but you've not missed too much, don't worry. Actually, I better jump back in for the time and quick look at my passenger. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, hello, blimey. Now this is bad. This shows how much attention and pain right now. I was wondering why the train was slowing down. It was because we got a red signal ahead. So good job I got LZB going, and that whole AFB full thing, because I would have missed that. I'd have kept going full throttle towards that. I would. That's always pay attention. So that's a lesson that I think you can learn from a lot of my streams, which is pay attention. Especially when you're doing like 250 kilometers an hour. Right, I think we're going to give up on the whole getting some train heat going. It might be under there somewhere. Might be. Oh well, it's fine. Never mind, maybe my driver's got some gloves on. Do hope so. We've got ourselves another red signal coming up. Oh no, I mean look at that. This is just absolutely incredible. The fact that the train is taking care of it all. I mean, if you don't have out, I'm not advising that anyone does this. Just putting it out there. I'm not advising that anybody does this. However, the way that the train drives itself, if you don't have CFU on, and also don't have VZB on, but if you don't have those two on, you can probably leave the train to do its thing and go put kettle on. I mean, like I say, I'm not advising you do. VZB is not a substitute for you as a driver, but the point is, it does a terrific job. That's the point. Absolutely terrific. Honestly, you do need to keep an eye on it, just to make sure that it is doing what it should be, slowing down for the red signals and what have you. So, yeah, but still, I mean, you couldn't you? Let's go for kettle on, make yourself a spot of lunch. There's obviously something ahead of us. The scenario did say that there was going to be some traffic, which is fine. But this is why you use LZB, because all I have to go on is the signals, and that tells me it's green at the moment. But the LZB is looking a lot further ahead, and you know, if you're doing 250 kilometers an hour, you're not going to be coming to a stop between signals. And I found that out the hard way. Even with the ICE3, I found that out. Don't quite know what happened with the signalling. I was sure I was on all greens, and then all of a sudden I see this red. It's like, yeah. And at 250, those I think what, 1.5, 2 kilometers between the signals, they go like there's no tomorrow at that sort of speed. Hello Stephen, how you doing? Oh, you're back, so I got your connection issue sorted. Marvellous. Back on Roblox again. Nice. I think you can do pretty much anything on Roblox, can't you? From what I've seen. Oh, hang on, Seaford. Whoops. There we go. Oh no. I've been Seaford. I was only having some of my drink. Well, I mean, to be fair, if this is the worst thing that happens on this journey, I'm going to take that for a win. Honestly, all I had to do was press Seaford. Honestly, all I had to do. Oh, I'm good, thank you, Stephen. I'm good. Laptop's better, is it? Right. There we go. Where's my HLL fill button? There he is. Right, that's that done. We'll just wait for that brake pressure to sort itself out. There we go. I should have put a bit of brake on, so we'll do that just to keep the train happy. And as we're in a tunnel, we'll go for max throttle, and there we go. Nearly. Go on, train, you can do it. It has a bit of a moment sometimes. It just has a little bit of a moment. It's like, do I go, don't I? Do I? Another one I'm sat there going, yes you do go. It's just having its think. There we go, we've got movement. It's fine. It's all fine. We should get a gold medal for this scenario. That shouldn't be too difficult. 10,000 points. I think I smashed it last time, even though I never actually managed to reach. I mean, I got within about 1.5 kilometres, and I just didn't actually make it to the station. What I'll do is we'll see if we can not get Seaford again. Yeah. I mean, even on my test run, I got Seaford a couple of times. Even on my test run, and I wasn't even streaming. I was just sat. All I had to do was this. Hang on, bear with me a second. Right. Yes, I'm there. It's because it's not all that obvious. You have to specifically look out for Seaford, otherwise you miss it. Thankfully, you do get that voice that shouts at you, Seaford, Seaford. And I would have put, for some reason I had the wrong chat option up. YouTube gives an option on the stream chat. You can either have the top chat show up or live chat, which is all the messages. And I'm pretty sure that I have that set up on for all the messages, and then I just noticed it said top chat. I'm like, no. I want to see everyone's messages, and I want to see all of everyone's messages. Honestly, I mean, yeah, YouTube's not very friendly sometimes. Well, not to me anyway. Alright, but moving on from that, I've got more thunderstorms on Roblox. There's talking to thunderstorms actually, and there's an update for TSW3, which is coming out, I think on, if I read it rightly, Steam and Epic is tonight, and then because of the whole certification thing with the different platforms, Xbox and PlayStation should be during the course of tomorrow, and that's going to fix some of the lightning happening, and I think in the tunnels and things, and a few of the little bug fixes that they're throwing in there. So that'll be good, just sort of, throw that one out there. And right, how are we doing? 55 kilometres to go. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. And I think, if I remember rightly from the last stream, we're not due at full dirt until 3:10. So I mean, we've got bags of time. I will not be leaving the train though. I'll perhaps take the camera for a bit of a spin, but I'm not leaving the train. Just what happened last time, 2 attempts and I still managed to fail. I'm not taking any chances with this one. I'm not leaving the train. I'm not playing about with extra buttons. Just no. Oh dear, didn't want to go up there. Knocked the stick on the controller. But if you do want to see what's up there, there we go, we're in at 401003-9, and there it tells me that that German, I know that that's talking about the top speed, just because it's got 280 under it. That's the only reason that I know that that's referring to the top speed. Or did we play around with the blinds last time? I like the fact that they're bright orange. Though I'm not quite sure why they'd need to do this. Why? I mean, I suppose you can do it if you want. If you want a bit of privacy, but yeah, I don't know why you need the blind to go all the way down. Oh no. I was worried there for a second. I thought, hang on, I need to get the blinds back up. Right, there we go. In less than time as we come out of the tunnel and straight into the next one. Okay. Oh, I don't know what that light was about. That worried me for a minute. I'm telling you that. I did panic. Oh, what's that light going on? Why is it like that? Right, 48 kilometres to go. Points going up nicely. Somehow ended on a bit of an odd. I don't know how I got to. I've got into the 2 there. 3772. Oh, hello. We're slowing down a bit now. Let's how's the bee pick something up ahead of us. I'm not quite sure what is going on with the old speed though, because we should be closer to where the blue dot is. I'm pretty sure that the blue dot is now actually moving closer to our speed, but yeah, they sort of not normally keep it a bit closer. Might just be because of the weather. That's what it is. Tell you what, that flies every time that you acknowledge Sifa. I mean, it's very nice of it to acknowledge you, but I mean that would get annoying after a while, wouldn't it? Surely if you're doing this every day and every, what was it, like I think 30 seconds you press Sifa and you get that every 30 seconds. It's like, oh, not you again. I almost want to put earplugs in, but you know, you probably shouldn't if you're driving a train. Don't know, maybe it's got, well, it's probably for safety reasons, there's probably no volume control. But it's one way to keep you awake. So we've not quite made it to 250 yet. Got a feeling it might be after Fulda when the traffic will have cleared a bit. I think we're probably running a bit early actually, because we've got 42 kilometres. We're doing what, 2 and a bit kilometres a minute, and so now we've got another red signal. Oh, now it's gone to green again. We're not doing yellows apparently, we're just green or red. And so yeah, we're probably doing quite well actually for time, despite me getting Seaford. Oh, I know we've got ourselves a nice viaduct here. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Oh, try to get a few the other side, but oh, it's still going on. Still going on a bit. There you go. Got the snow effect. See this through. Well, we did have the snow effect. Yeah. The lights are actually half decent on this, aren't they? We should do light up a bit of the track. And then just plunging you into darkness. Have a look at the snow as we get out of the tunnel. Just before we head into another one. It doesn't really seem to be snowing now. Or maybe it is. Just a little bit. Don't normally bother driving in the snow, because let's face it, I don't need anything else to challenge me. Just driving the train and stopping at stations is enough of a challenge without anything else thrown in there, like weather or whatever else the game can think of to go, here's something else for you to deal with. I'm like, oh, thanks. Really needed that. Oh, here we go. Now, if I remember rightly, I think we might... Oh yeah, there we go. So I think we might have passed in some a freight that's pulled over for us shortly. And there it is. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I like the fact that they give the high-speed services the priority over the freight, and the freight has to keep pulling over to let them go by. Yeah, freight's not important. Got down to 35 kilometres. Oh, look at this view. I mean, that's got the screenshot worthy, hasn't it? Just get that in there. Oh, okay, that was probably not. Let's turn everything back. There you go. That's the problem with there being so many tunnels on this route. You just pop outside for a quick screenshot. Oh, tunnel. And you upset the camera because I can't get close enough to the train. Ah, you're storm chasing Sula. Nice. Just don't get too close to the storm. And you don't want the storm chasing you. Oh, well, here we go. We're accelerating now, 244 kilometres an hour. Or perhaps we will get up to 250. There we go, 249. That's the number of subscribers I've got. 250. There we go. As we come out the tunnel at 250. Let me see if I reckon if they keep a close eye on how long it takes you to, or the train monitors somehow how long it takes you to acknowledge CIFA, or how many times that voice goes off going CIFA, CIFA, because you're not pushed it quick enough. I mean, for my sake, I hope it doesn't, because yeah, I'd be I think if I was a real life train driver, I'd be spending so much time in the manager's office. It'd pretty much be my office, I think. Probably spend more time in it than they do. Oh, that wasn't quite the effect I was going for, but that's cool. Oh, mind the pillar. See it. So we're down to 25 kilometres. Yeah, we'll be nice and early. And then we'll be holding everything up. Which is fine. As long as I'm not the one being held up, don't mind that. But if I am being held up, it's like, come on. So the real test with LZB is going to be when we get to that end, to kilometre and a half from the end of the route, and I've got to acknowledge that I am going to take control of the train. You know, I'm more than happy to do it. I just need to make sure that I acknowledge it properly. It's a bit... It kind of confuses me because it will, on the HUD, if you look at the right hand side where it's got that sort of U with the two dots above and the blue circle, the two bits below that are greyed out, they'll flash. And the one on the left says end, or ENDE. And once you acknowledge it, it will stop flashing, but it will stay there. And that confused me because I was thinking that I need to make it go away, which is normally what you do with most things when you acknowledge it. And I think on the test run I must have acknowledged it about a dozen times. And what when you acknowledge? I was doing all sorts. I was doing it on the controller, I was down here hammering these buttons. Yeah. I was like, oh no, it's okay. I think it's okay. That made a noise at me. Now I think that noise tells me that that speed limit went down, which is fine, because I've got the whole I think it's the whole AFB free cell thing going on to make the train drive itself, which is cool. I always say that, but I mean it is, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Look at this. I want to be on this side, really, don't I? Well, we're a bit high up. Blimey. Don't know if we were that high up. Oh, I'll get out of the bushes. I'm actually peering down the edge of that. Oh, no, actually, it's dropped it. No. Oh, maybe it went up and dropped down again. Now, we're getting to a bit where I have to try and just trust the train. Trust it that it knows what it's doing. Because we're still doing 240 kilometres an hour, or just over that. We've got 11 kilometres to go. And I kind of think, I want to start slowing down. Sort of soon. And the train, it just sits there and it just goes, nah mate, you're fine. You're fine. Don't need to slow down. It's all good. And I'm like, yeah, but we're not going to slow down that quickly from 240 kilometres an hour. Like, I've got this. Yeah. Okay. But just trust the train that it knows what it's doing. Because it will. I did on my test run anyway. It will stop in time, and it won't let you break the speed limit, and it will stop in the so about, I think it's probably going to be about 5 or 6 metres short if I remember, which is fine. I can live with that. So we're at 7.4 kilometres now. This is where I think, yeah, maybe we should just start slowing it down a little bit. Just, I want to start slowing down quicker. There we go, I've got the 220 limit coming up in 1.2 kilometres. If I remember rightly, I think the train will start speeding us up shortly. Like, no, don't do that, huh? Yeah, just trust it. Just trust the train that it knows what it's doing. Just obviously make sure that you keep hitting CFO, of course. That helps. Well, 3.7 kilometres. Here we go, 3 kilometres coming out the tunnel. Oh, straight back into another one. Just had to sneak another one in there before. Pulled down. Right. Here we go. See, nicely slowing down. think after that 280 it drops to 100 quite quickly. But of course, the train being the train, it being smart, it knows that. We look. Yeah, there you go. So this can do 280, and then 400 metres later, oh, it can only do 100. Bit sneaky, that is. Right, I'm not sure I needed to acknowledge that, but I did, just in case. I just acknowledge everything. Right. Again, this is where we're getting nervous, because like, we're still doing 100, and we're less than a kilometre from the station. I'm like, are you going to start braking? There we go. The train knows what it's doing. Yeah, thank you. Just didn't quite pick up my first attempt at that. And we should start, say, about 6 metres short of where we should. That's what we should do, he says. Though I don't think we are, actually. No, we're not. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that went well. That's me going on. The train's got this. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what went wrong there. Because it did, in my test run, it did it perfectly. So 5-6 minutes short, and it was good. So I'm not too sure what it's playing at. So, yeah. Okay, well, anyway, we stopped, you know, not in exactly the right place, but there are more doors in the platform than not, so I can't have gone too bad. Like I said, I'm not going to go for a run around. I'm not stretching my legs. Good afternoon. I'm not taking anything to chance. We'll just explore with the camera. There we go. Where's your coat? You're going to get cold like that? Actually, he's got the right do. He's got what looks like a relatively warm coat on, and you've just got a short sleeve top on. Well, where's your coat? Did you lose it? Have you? It's not up there, is it? Is it under? No. So I'm trying not to be looking at your skirt. Sorry, I was looking for your coat. I'm concerned. I do hope the train heat is on. How are we all doing this afternoon? We good? Yeah. Marvellous. Alright, get the camera back out. Oh, up and over the seat. There we go. Marvellous. No, you're not getting on. Oh, I won't go and check out every single carriage, don't worry. I'm not going to do a carriage inspection. I'm not going to get my camera to be collecting tickets or anything, or checking them. Good afternoon. That's a rather striking hoodie you got there. Oh, that's a look that says, do you mind? As it happens, no, not at all. Right. We'll go. Afternoon. Afternoon. Oh, I want some safety information. There we go. I won't stay and try and read all of that. That's the. I think that looks kind of cool. That does. The whole PIS system they've got going on in here. And no, not stripy. Striking. That's the striking hoodie. I mean, what I said might have sounded like I said stripy, but no, striking is what I was going for. Look, This is an odd outfit, isn't it? That is... I mean, especially given the weather, and it's snowing, and you've come out with that... Oh, blimey. Hang on. Let's get back around this way. There you are. It's snowing, and you've gone for a long skirt, a short sleeve top, a lime green baseball cap, and an umbrella. I mean, what, when you got up this morning, what part of you thought, yeah, you know what, this is going to be the perfect outfit for today? Okay. Anyway, oh look, we've got an IC3 over here. Kind of missed that coming in. I was too busy, tugging the neck about that passengers. Should we say poor choice of outfit for the day? Well, hang on. I can be clever here. I can be clever. Oh, which button is it? I was going to try and be clever, but I won't, because if I get the button wrong, I was going to try and go to the free camera that lets me move as far as I want, but now I might I'll press that and I'd have gotten the button wrong. Just seen that's the old food car. Where's my food car? Where is it? We should be able to spot it quite easily. Because it should look kind of like that. There we go. Board restaurant. What's that? Does that translate as restaurant that is on board? I'm going to check it out. I mean, it'll be closed, but because it's always closed. Oh, come on. They should open for me, so at least as a driver I can go get a sandwich or something. You know, a nice cup of coffee. Wouldn't recommend that the passengers get a cup of coffee with my driving. But having said that, LZB is driving it, and AFB. So, yeah, they might be alright. Why can't I get through here? Is there an invisible door? Alright. So I wouldn't mind sitting along these seats. That'd be a good experience, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's go and we'll say hello to the passengers that are in the food cart, and then we'll be about time to go, I reckon. Here we go. Afternoon. Yeah, sorry about the lack of food and beverages on board the food and beverage car. I'm just the driver. Sorry. Oh, it's a bit more down here. Oh, first class. Look at these seats. Right, we'll probably, if we get the camera outside. Oh, there we go. Right. Let's mind the roof. Look at that snow on the station roof there. What we got before we depart? We got some wagons over there. We got the IC3 over there. Bit of a quiet afternoon, by the looks of it. Right then, and what do we want to do? We want to take the brakes off. We'll back that up to that's what there will do, and hopefully, it says the train's going to take care of things when it decides to go. It's just going. Oh, it's almost like it's teasing. Oh, am I going to go? No. Am I going to go? No, I'm not. I'm going to go. No, I'm not. Yeah. Make just go. Right. Okay, it's not telling me what time we're due. No, it's not giving me any hints at all. I only got 450 points for that one. Yep, C4, I'm on it. Right then, 85 kilometres to Wurzburg. So the test is going to be when we actually get to that 1.5 kilometres beforehand, when I need to take back control of the train. Just for that last little bit. That's going to be the challenge. I don't think we're going to be in too much of a rush. I think the timetable is quite generous, and we only need 10,000 points to get a goal down. I've already got just over 8,400, so I think we're going to smash that. Oh, we've got an IC1 over there. No, that's the ICE3. Still going to get a response. I'm trying to be friendly and all. Liking that. Right. Back to business. Got a bit of wheel slip, but that's fine. That should sort itself out as we get into the sort of higher speed. Hopefully. Yeah, so let's see. Don't worry. Here we go. Say your piece, whatever it is you're saying. There you go. Wheel slip sorted itself out. Wrap the throttle up to full, which brings the wheel slip back. It's probably more to do with the fact that rather than doing it gradually, I just threw it straight into full throttle. Really bad how that is. Is that another IC? Yeah. Okay. It is. Another IC3. Seems to be more IC3s than IC1s about. Right. 82 kilometres. Yeah, the wheel slip will sort itself out. I know I could throw a bit of sand down, but we'll be alright. Oh, there we go. Wheel slip gone. Marvellous. And we just continue letting the train do its thing, which is awesome. And get a bit of outside action now while we've got a little bit of gap between the tunnels. Nice open way of the German countryside a little bit. Looks beautiful with all the snow. It's just brilliant. Look at all that train. Can't even see the back of it. Oh, maybe just you can make out where it is. Look like basically an ice rink down there. Oh, well that was short-lived. We've got a tunnel coming up. Of course we have. There's only, what, 50 or so of them on this route? I think it is actually 50. 50 tunnels. It's like this route was built for tunnel enthusiasts. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if there is such a thing as a tunnel enthusiast, but if there is, I'd imagine they quite like this route. Oh, I know we've got a fire duct. Got to get the obligatory try and get a good through in. Sort of. Oh, look at that. Oh, wasn't that awesome? So the right side as well. You see that RC3 wizard by kicking up a bit of snow. Brilliant. I do love this route, I have to say. I do love it. In car, you're just doing. You've only got basically 2 stops, but driving at the high speed and just the effects when you're passing the other trains, you've got some snow, you've got the kick up there. I think it's just, I mean, I'm saying this a lot lately, but I don't think it's amazing that the train is it just drives itself. Oh, it's a bit of disappearing out there. It's like, now you see me, now you don't. And wait for it. Wait for it. Now you see it. You can get away with doing stuff like that. Oh, I know, what was that yellow thing? I'm trying to see what that yellow thing was at over 200 kilometers an hour. Yeah. Now, I believe these sign things that you got on the tunnel walls, I believe they mean something. I can't remember what, but I believe they mean something. I think the game did tell me, but I have since forgotten. Now I think, and I could be wrong here, but I've seen some mentions about some tunnel sign collectibles on this route. What? Tunnel sign collectibles? What are you on about? And I think that I just saw one at that last tunnel. Yeah, that might be one. A little post there. Oh, I'm not quite sure how I'm meant to do that at, you know, over 200 kilometers an hour. But there's another I see. They're all about down this end. So I don't know, mate. Maybe it'd just be something to pick a train, maybe. I mean, maybe you could do it in freight service so you're not going quite so quick, or I mean, I'm kind of thinking maybe something like you got some fun with an old diesel, I suppose. Maybe something like a 45 or 47, and just take that along the route, just stopping at some of the tunnels, almost make it a bit of a rail tour type thing. And I've got to get the Jubilee, the steam train on this route. Absolutely. Tell you what, there is so much that I want to do this. So much. You've got the steam rail tours on Southeastern. You've got, I think there's probably there's some diesel ones on there as well. You've got like Tees Valley and Northern Transpennine routes. There's a steam train on here. There's nothing stopping you taking it on Cajon Pass. I'm not too sure how well it will do with some of the inclines, but I mean, you could give it a go. If anyone does decide to give it a go, then I would be interested in hearing and seeing the results of that. So yeah, hit me up if you do take the Jubilee, the steam train on, or the 8F on Cajon Pass. Be interesting to see how that pans out. I've not yet played other routes like London Commuter and Great Western Express on here, or like any of the reserve routes yet. I've got most of them from my collection. So a few that I've not yet downloaded. There's runs on Southeasterns are doing in the Jubilee still, and I've not touched the 66 on that route yet. That's something I'd like to do. And there's some more scenarios on this route. I don't know if I'll probably have a crack at the freight on this route at some point. I can kind of, I mean, it takes me a while, but I can get the freight train moving. Did have to go on research register, and that's another route. Especially something that I've got the, I don't know if they've got the dynamic weather. I can't remember off the top of my head what was happening. But yeah, having dynamic weather certainly adds a whole other ball game to the routes. some more stuff in Isle of Wight to do that I haven't done before. I haven't got around to doing on Train Sim World 2 as of yet. It's more Steam-based fun as well on Liverpool to Crewe. I want to take some diesels on this route as well. I'd like to take some of the bit between Ashford and St Pancras. There's a charity rail tour type thing on Southeastern as well, in the Javelin. I have to forgive me. They both begin with J. That's where I got mixed up. The 395. It's actually I think it's split into like 6 parts. You go from the depot at Ashford to Ashford International onto I think Ebbsfleet and St Pancras, then St Pancras so far, and Faversham, and then back again. Can't remember the details, but I mean that'd be something a little bit different to do, and yeah, I can't even think of plenty of routes to play with. I've got a bit of freight there. We've got Northern Transpennine and Tees Valley to have some more fun on as well. There's loads. Barely find the time. I like some of these scenarios as well. They always throw something a little different. And even if I was just to work with the scenarios, I mean, there's that I've not done. There's another, I think, 6 on this route, and all the other scenarios and all the other routes I've not done yet. Just crazy. Well, that I'll be honest, I did feel like that ICE that just passed us a little bit close to that freight service. Might just be me, but I did feel it was a fraction close. How are we doing? 47 kilometres to go. Oh, stop making noises at me. Worries me when trains make noises at me. Thinking, oh, what have I not done? Oh, hang on, no, not that one. That one was me. You know what this track is over here? Runs alongside this one for a bit. Even more local services, I would imagine. Oh, whoops. Keep it. Mind the bridge as well. Oh wow, we've got some wagons over there. Some sort of yard type place, for freight. Yeah, that's how I'm describing it. It's a yard type place for freight. How's that for a description? Anyway, moving on from that one. Now we're at the tunnel. Is that where it? Oh, it joins up back over there. And that's definitely somewhere to have a bit of a run around. As is here. Looks like a little is it a lake down there, or is that just the road that looks like a lake? This is the weather. Oh, there's more track down there now. Oh, it's slowing down nicely. Oh yeah, there's a lake now. We'll get back inside the cab before the camera gets upset with me about the tunnel. Kilometres to go. Won't take us too long at all. And then look, just have to remember as we get into Wurzburg to be prepared to take over the train. It's kind of something that you want to be aware of in advance, so you know, right, at that point the train's going to yell at me, it's going to make some horrible noises, and I need to acknowledge it all and take control of the train. Excuse me, I'll have a bit of a drink there. Well, there we go, we've smashed it for the gold medal. 12,462 points. Absolutely smashed it. So we're sorted. All I've got to do is actually make it to the station. Make it to the station, open the doors, close the doors, and then I think it's going to make me shut down the train, which I'm sure I can do because it will tell me what buttons to press, because it does in scenarios, which is awesome. And just like this view that we're just seeing before we go back in the tunnel, and we should be good, he says. You're going to make me do something daft like move it or go in and uncouple stuff or, you know, whatever. She has a habit of doing it in scenarios. Like, oh, why would you make me do that? There's an occasional service where it makes you do that as well. How are we doing? I don't know what time we're due there. Just you're due there at some point. I've got no idea if we're running to time or not at this stage. I'm going to assume that it might be a little bit early. It's 30 kilometres to go. I'm just keeping such a close eye on that so that it doesn't suddenly creep up on me and I go, I need to take control of the train, and I'm pushing buttons and yeah, because that if you start pushing all the wrong buttons, then stuff's going to be happening that I don't want to be happening, and the stuff that needs to happen won't be happening, and then it will go just as well as my last attempt did. But I mean, I even had 2 goes at it as well. What I should have done is just left LZB out of it and just drove it myself, but I thought, you know what, we'll have a go. And I did have some help, which was you know, how I've managed to figure out to use LZB and AFB. Wouldn't have been able to have done it without the help, so big thank you to Warhouse, that's it, for the help there. 26 kilometres to go. We're good. I think that this time of day is rather good. This time of year, with all the snow and the sun is getting lower, I think this looks absolutely fantastic. Absolutely brilliant, this view. Just imagine this being your day job, to drive the ICE up and down with this view every day. I'm not sure you'd ever get bored of it. Would change for different times of year. Oh, we've got some sparks there. But we'll keep an eye out for some sparks, more sparks. There we go. It's brilliant that we get sparks now as well. We first got them on the new Isle of Wight route with the class 484, which is good. And they've been added into, I think, the base routes for Train Simulator 3. Don't necessarily think they're going to get added to the preserved collection, but certainly on this. Now I think it might have been a while since we heard some horns, so I just want to make sure it's still working. But, you know, it's very important. I don't know who I should report it to should the horn suddenly stop working. I guess perhaps that's when I pick up my little phone down here and contact the system and go, the horn's not working. 17 kilometres to go. It doesn't. You think, oh, blimey, you got to cover 186 kilometres. You know what I mean? But it doesn't actually take all that long. Which is incredible. So I'm keeping such a close eye because I'm determined to complete this scenario. I won't be having another go at it tonight, should I fail. Oh, that is beautiful. But it was. When we had a bit of the sun reflecting in it. I was a bit too slow there. Still, I've got a couple of screenshots. I don't want that one. Oh. He might have just gotten away with that one. Maybe. Just. Oh, silver. Yes. I thought I might have missed that there. Like, oh no, I missed it. Fine. Being silvered once is enough. Don't need to be doing it more than once. So we're going to be starting to slow down by the looks of it. So really going to make sure I'm paying attention because I really do not want to miss this. Oh yes, 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 alright, don't worry, I'm still here. I know I've got to take control of the train. I'm on it. Another 8 kilometres. Don't worry. I'm prepared. 8 kilometres in advance. Not something that normally happens, but it is happening today. I'm focused. I've got this. I've got this. He says. I says it all the time. I got this. Most of the time I don't. Oh, it might be speeding up again. We've got. This might be where it starts speeding up. I'm not sure if it's going to. I'm sure at one point when I'm thinking it's going to slow down, it starts speeding up. Oh no, it's not here. Okay, that's fine. A quick bit of outside action to admire the viaduct. There we go. I might be able to get a good screenshot like that. Yeah, that's quick enough. Right, like I say, I'm not going to get distracted by trying to take screenshots. Oh. There we go, in the tunnel. I want to be keeping a close eye on things. I'm even sitting forward. Even sitting forward because we're down to about 4 kilometres now. And I'm ready. I know what buttons to press. So I've got this. I've got this. Train's going to slow us down nicely. It keeps telling me that the train needs to slow down, which we are. Right. Oh, that's early. Right. That's early. That end thing. Right, I'm going to come off the power completely. There we go. AFB can stay where it is. See that end thing at the bottom on the left? That's what worries me. Because I think, oh, I need to acknowledge that. But no, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. Right, let's see there. least the brakes were good. Not quite sure why we're still slowing down. Why are the brakes still on? Don't need to be. Perhaps I've not quite got control of the train yet. Right, there we go. I have control of the train. It's now down to me, which is fine. There we go. We're doing better than we were last time. I told you, I got this. I got this. Right. What I've got to do now is stop in the right place and not go through the signal, which unfortunately is really close to the platform. And you've heard me say this before, and I'll say it again: don't put signals at the end of the platforms. They can be close, but I mean at least, you know, 50 meters at least, and put them right at the end. You'll end up with spatting, and nobody wants that. Right, like a gentle bit of brake coming in. Don't get distracted by that train over there on the far left. Right, a bit more brake. Make sure we throttle these off. There we go. If we do this nice and slow, we shouldn't go through the signal. That's my plan. Just have to stay focused. After having not been particularly focused for most of the journey, because the train's been doing all the work for me. Right. Gentle bit of brake. A bit more, bit more. Tell you what, we'll just stop kind of anywhere here. Anywhere here is fine. Looking 4 meters. That was a lot closer than I planned on getting. Quick, we'll put them first in neutral so we can't move anywhere. Wow. 4 meters, that was... yeah. Well, that's my signal, isn't it? Oh, blimey. I thought it was that one. That was lucky, I tell you. That was lucky. Right, what do you want me to do? And put that to full service. Brake key to locked. Reverser off. Oh no, it's in the middle. Oh, ish. Remove. I'll take that. Leave the train. Okay. I'll leave the train then. Oh, I'll leave the wipers on for the next driver. And I'll even close the door behind me. Look at that. Being big good here. And there we go. We made it. Just, if you'd like to confirm that I did in fact make it, and I've done everything that you want me to. Yay! There we go. 16,032 points. We did it. Aha. Third time lucky. Well, there we go. That scenario complete. At last. Can't believe it's taken me 3 attempts. Well, that wraps things up for tonight. And thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And the subscriber count is still 249, so this is kind of still been the celebration of reaching 250 subscribers. Which is fine, and it's all good. And next stream will be, I'm hoping it's going to be Saturday. Normal time 8:30. Bus Sim 21 is the plan, and all being well, it will go ahead. And but I mean, I'll put the link to the Discord and the description after the stream, and I'll keep everyone updated on there, and with streams and when new content appears on the channel. Once again, thanks everyone and for joining me tonight, and thank you, Trains to Dorset. And I've enjoyed. I always enjoy the streams, always, and it doesn't seem to matter what I'm doing. I enjoy it, and it's a big thanks to everyone who watches and says hello, and always makes a difference. And right, enough rambling on. It's a school night. I don't want to keep everyone up. He says. Right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Good night.